It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to Tuesday Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. Back in the studio on this November 26, 2024, brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scoot Around, and by Chilliescruises. Got a lot of stories here this morning, folks. The lead story today, Unethical Casino Tactics. Also today, Holland, America offers free gratuities for Black Friday. 24 ships ace health inspections. Leadership changes at Carnival. Ambitions held in port. Recount confirmed. Norwegian cancels Jade cruises now. A new casino system. Star Seeker floated out. A Brawl on Icon of the Seas. And a suspect in an attack surrenders. That and lots more here at 11 o'clock this morning. A lot of stuff to cover today, folks. Today is National Cake Day. Well, how can you go wrong with that? Go have a piece of cake of some type. It doesn't matter what kind. It's just cake day. That can make everybody happy. So have a piece of cake today. I really haven't mentioned much about my paternal grandmother on this show because invariably that leads to politics. My father's mother was one of the biggest Republicans in the world. Matter of fact, she was Republican state woman for like 25 years in Virginia. When you walked into her house, and the reason I'm saying that this morning, because you guys know I do not talk about politics on this program. But when you walked into Granny's house, you saw a picture of Abe Lincoln and a picture of Dwight D. Eisenhower. You couldn't miss it. Huge pictures as soon as you walked in the door. The reason I lead into that is today in history. In 1836, Abraham Lincoln proclaims the national holiday of Thanksgiving to be on November the 26th. How to make Granny happy. Although it's changed over the years, it's now on Thursday closest to November 26th. But anyway, that's so Granny can rest in peace because something else that a Republican did. So, of course, she disinherited me when I registered as a Democrat the first time I registered to vote, which was 100 years ago, but that's neither here nor there. If you're listening via the podcast, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcast from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the fat travel guy. All right. A couple of announcements to make. Yes, I'm back in studio. This cruise pretty well did me in. But when I got to Hot Air Tom's day before yesterday, he put a picture up. I crashed. I mean, I just fell on the bed, dead to the world for about 4 hours. So I started the drive home. I got more than normal done and stopped at a hotel when I just got to the point I couldn't drive anymore. And drove on in yesterday morning. Now, the problem with that is it should have been an easy drive. It was only like 3 hours from home. I was right at, 30 miles from Charlotte or something, right outside Rock Hills where I got to. That should have been It'd about kill me. I mean, I had to stop 4 or 5 times. I had to take 3 or 4 bat naps. I don't feel real good today. I've got a little bit of a scratchy throat. I'm coughing a little bit. I feel kind of yucky. Now, the coughing, I have no idea if that's from the breathing treatments, because, that makes me cough. As does, coughing stuff up. That comes from the breathing treatments as well. So that's not necessarily, does not go hand in glove. But by now, I should be feeling pretty good. And I just kind of bleh. So I don't know if I picked up a bug or if I'm just really tired. So time will tell. All right, so we do have a couple of announcements beyond my personal ones. Tomorrow I go for that cardiac MRI. I have drugs to take now before I get in that stupid tube for 45 minutes. We'll see. I'm going to lay it out exclusively to these people that if I holler, get me the hell out of there in a hurry. I won't do it unless I'm to the panic attack place. But if I say move, move. No argument. No, let us finish this picture. None of that crap. If I say get me out, I mean get me out now. So, who knows? Maybe they'll kick me out before I even start on this stupid thing. That wouldn't bother me that much anyway. So anyway, that's tomorrow afternoon. It's not going to affect the show. The show tomorrow will be as normal, as will the show on Friday. There will be no show on Thursday, on Thanksgiving Day. And I've done this in the past. I've done the show in the past. And I know some people are cooking. Some people are eating. Some people are going to grandma's house. I'm just not going to do a show Thursday. Sorry about that. I will, as always, keep up with things in case something major happens. Now, in the meantime, I've talked to you guys a little bit about the possibility of changing the schedule. I'm going to start on that next week. I'm going to do the shows for now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 o'clock. That is not permanently written in stone yet. We'll see. Because I'm also working on something else that might be an interesting change in content as far as the show's concerned. Oh, yes, it's still going to be about travel and cruise. But there's a possibility. I'm working on something that might be interesting. Don't, at least at this point, see that change in the schedule, but it could. So for now, we're going to go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting next week. And we're going to see how that works. In the meantime, I'm working on something in the back room. And so you might get a surprise someday, real soon. All right. Get those two things out of the way. A couple other things before we get to the news. I have some terrible news, folks. This is just awful. We lost one of our solo travelers, one of our top leading solo travelers. We lost him, folks. He's gone. That, of course, is Mr. Bucket List. He has a travel partner now. He's not solo anymore. Of course, I think that's pretty cool. The sad part is Elizabeth has met the girl. I haven't. None of you guys have. He's hidden her, I guess. Anyway, Justin has a girlfriend, and she's traveling with him. And I think that's awesome. Anyway, I thought you'd appreciate that. Now, the other thing is, folks, you know that bald head fellow that I run around with some? He claims to be married to Cindy and she wants to kill him. Yeah, well, see this, folks? Now, that thing in the middle there is a rocket. So, Hot Air Tom, this thing was scheduled to go up last night at 4 a.m. or 1 a.m. or some damn god-awful time. He goes over there and crawls up on the top of this damn thing because he wants to get blasted off and do a live feed from Venus or wherever the hell it's going. And he caused them to postpone the launch because the weight shifted from where Hot Air Tom was hiding at the top of the rocket, and they scratched it until tonight. They have increased the number of guards on duty. I'm going to say that is a confirmed news story. You heard it here first. The launch is going to be tonight, folks. Can't tell that story straight. I'll be back with a whole bunch of news after a quick break from one of our fine network sponsors. All right, guys. We're going to start this off with a casino story of sorts.
P&O Cruises Australia faces an imminent class action lawsuit over its unethical and predatory practices in ship casinos. The issue came to light after guest Shane Dixon reportedly jumped overboard due to racking up thousands of dollars in casino over 2 nights. Carter Kapner Law Director Peter Carter said the lawsuit predominantly targets P&O Cruises Australia, but a few people have come forward with stories of alleged predatory practices on Royal Caribbean. The lawsuit will probably be filed in early January. Holland American Line, one of 9 cruise lines from Carnival Corporation, has announced their Black Friday deals for 2024, including free gratuities. The deals run through December 1st, 2024. Now, if you're interested, just give me a call. "24 cruise ships earned a perfect 100 score during surprise health inspections by CDC's vessel sanitation program. The 24 are from Norwegian Cruise Line, the Gem, the Escape, the Sky, the Bliss, the Jewel, and Breakaway. From Royal Caribbean, Brilliance of the Seas, Radiance of the Seas, Jewel of the Seas, and Serenade of the Seas. Carnival, the Carnival Spirit, the Carnival Magic, Celebrity Ascent, and Celebrity Equinox, Viking Polaris, and Viking Orion, MSC Seashore, MSC Meraviglia. Also, Disney Fantasy, Explorer One, Oceania Regatta, Seabourn Odyssey, Zuiderdam, and Star Pride. Experience Alaska at an affordable rate. VR1 balconies are only $1,289, including taxes and port charges. MSC Poesia sails from Seattle, May 25th, 2026. Book now. Call 434-258-9264 or go to bit.ly/PoesiaAlaska1. Starting December 2nd, Gus Santorsha will leave his post as president of Holland America Line to take the helm at Princess Cruises, succeeding John Paget, who is stepping away in February of 2025. At the same time, Beth Bodensteiner, a 20-year veteran of Holland America, will become its new president while also assuming responsibility for the luxury Seabourn brand. Seabourn will additionally welcome Mark Tamas, a seasoned hospitality leader, as its new president, replacing Natalia Lee. Ambassador Cruise Line's Ambition has been held in port long past her expected departure due to the closure of the port of Tilbury and regional weather conditions from Storm Bart. The residents of Bar Harbor, Maine have indeed rejected the increase of a cap on cruise ship visitors. The results follow a resident-requested recount, which has verified the vote totals that, while small, still firmly reject the measure. If you have some mobility issues, we've got big discounts on some of our most popular rental locations for the fall and winter. Take advantage of these limited time promotions on scooter and wheelchair rentals nationwide. From Orlando or Las Vegas, 15% off until December 31st. From Phoenix, Los Angeles, Anaheim, New Orleans, Washington, D.C., and New York City, 10% off until December 31st. Call Scoot Around toll free 888-441-7575 or reserve online. Use SRN 11137 for the top rates. Norwegian Cruise Line has been making serious adjustments across its fleet with a slew of itinerary cancellations for its 2025-2026 lineup as of late. Just after calling off 38 sailings on Norwegian Dawn, Jewel, and Star, it followed up with more cancellations for Norwegian Jade. Citing plans for a fleet redeployment, Jade's voyages between October 18, 2025 and February 16, 2026 are now canceled. Further, Jade will be homeported in San Diego rather than Miami.
At least we know the Jade's going to be doing something. So that's not in the mix. Are they going to sell it or something like that? No, we know it's going to San Diego. I don't know why they didn't say that on the first three. What's happening with them? Maybe nothing. I don't know.
Casino table game developer Galaxy Gaming has announced its Galaxy operating system is now available on over 50 Carnival Cruise Line vessels, featuring advanced jackpot programs that grow as player place bets, creating larger potential winnings for all. Windstar Cruises' newest vessel, the Star Seeker, was successfully floated out on Monday at the West Sea Shipyard in Viana de Castelo, Portugal. Over the weekend, an altercation involving several passengers broke out aboard the world's largest cruise ship, Icon of the Seas. The brawl occurred on the final night of the cruise, which was reportedly sailing at full capacity. Videos capturing the incident have surfaced on social media like YouTube, gaining widespread attention. According to passengers who witnessed the brawl, the conflict began in an elevator and eventually spilled onto other areas of the ship. Reports suggest that the fight lasted more than 30 minutes, involving teenagers aged approximately 16 to 19.
All right, this brings up an interesting point, folks. So clearly the kids that were in the brawl, I mean, I know it's going back to port. You got to kick them the hell off the ship. What do you do with the parents? My initial instinct is they got to go. They took no control over their kids on a cruise. I'd ban them all. I don't know, that might be radical, but now Royal Caribbean is saying nothing, absolutely nothing on what happened, how many involved, none of those things. We'll see if some more stories come out about this. But I think you got to do something with the kids and you got to do something with the parents. That's my thought.
The suspect involved in an attack on foreign tourists in Brawl, Papua New Guinea, has voluntarily surrendered to police, according to NBC East New Britain. Brawl police confirmed that the suspect, identified as Solomon Wafi, was brought in following close coordination with his family. The collaboration reportedly led to Wafi's surrender. The attack occurred during a visit by a Melbourne family to Brawl aboard the cruise ship Pacific Encounter.
All right, so the backstory to this story, folks, is this clown attacked some tourists with a knife. And he actually tried to slit the straps of a backpack off a teenage girl and ended up stabbing the teenager. Not seriously, but stabbing her. Now, I think the people over there got to throw the book at this guy. If nothing else, to show that you mess with tourists, the tourist trade, you're going to pay for the price. And I think the family did the right thing by making him surrender. Obviously, they were looking for him. Anyway, I bet we hear more about this one, too.
All inside and ocean view cabins on the Norwegian Bliss Transatlantic, sailing January 4th from Miami, are now sold out. However, we do have a terrific deal on balconies. Balcony price for solo or per person double occupancy is $1,344, including taxes and port charges. That's zero solo supplement for you solo guys. Just call me, 434-258-9264, and join us on the Bliss Transatlantic from Miami to Southampton, sailing January the 4th.
Hey, that's actually my next cruise now. I'm home for a month. Actually, we'll leave on New Year's Eve. That's not a good plan, but Hot Air Tom made it to be traveling on New Year's Eve. But we're traveling on New Year's Eve. Going down to Miami, staying there a couple days, and getting on the Bliss. So, it's actually going to be my first transatlantic. I'm looking forward to it. So, and I haven't done the Bliss, so that's going to be another reason. And at this point, folks, I have no idea what we're going to be doing show-wise, because I have no idea what kind of signal we're going to have out in the middle of the ocean. I've not done it before. So I'm hoping it's going to be on its normal schedule, but who knows? All right, so let's go see who's in the chat room fussing at me for sure. Hot Air says, good morning from Port Canaveral. Odyssey of the Seas is arriving shortly. Gretchen says, good morning. There's Sherry from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Another Tennessee young lady. Sonny's with us down in Mississippi. Hi, Sonny. Emily up in New York says, good morning, guys. She says, hello, Chilean gang. Katie is on her way to Port Canaveral with Angela, boarding her ship in an hour. Yes, she is. You can just put it in the chair. Well, anyway, that's good.
41 when you're...
Okay, I got it for you. Amanda picked up some medicine for me this morning. Some cough drops and ibuprofen gel caps, because that's what I prefer. So we're going to start doctoring this crap, whatever it is. All right, Roger's with us. Had a great time with Chillie Hi there, Tom and Cynthia. Thanks, Roger. We, of course, had a fine time with you. And I have to tell you, I have not started on my book yet, but that's on the agenda for today. Once upon a time, folks, I shared a story with Roger about my father and Ted Williams. And Roger gifted me with a voluminous biography of Ted Williams, which I am so looking into getting into. So, again, Roger, thank you so much. I have not started it yet. Yesterday, my brain wasn't working. So, at least get on it sometime today. All right. Emily says, I have to leave at some point to retrieve my dog from the groomer. She brings her to the door. Speaking of dogs, hi there, Tom. Did the dog get home okay? Did she do okay at the groomers? Voyager snuck past us this morning. We were up at 5 a.m. and it was already docked. Sonny says hi to Emily. Hi there says thanks to Roger. I agree. Emily says, hey there, Sonny. There's Bob. Morning, Bob. He says, morning, everybody. Yo, Chillie over the river and through the wood. Yes, indeed. That's what a lot of these people do Thursday. For me, I'm getting my chair. Actually, we're going to have a traditional Thanksgiving dinner here for the four of us. Some years we've gone out, and that's been unsuccessful. I realize that puts an extra load on Amanda, but she decided to do the full thing this year. She was highly upset with the fact that I insisted, if we're doing a turkey, that she buy the cranberries, the gel crap in the can that I like. And she says, why do you like that stuff? That's not the way cranberries are supposed to be eaten. I said, yeah, but I like it. Because the Pilgrims started smushing cranberries in the bogs and put it in a can. They started it at the first Thanksgiving. That's my take on history, at least. Anyway, so we're having turkey and all the trimmings, including the canned cranberry sauce. To Grandma's house, everybody's singing the song now. Todd's with us. Good morning, Todd. Says hello to everybody. That rocket is visible from our balcony, but it is not a SpaceX rocket, so it will not be one launch tonight. Tonight's launch is from Pad 39A, which is where the Apollo shuttles and the shuttles took off from. Okay, see, I get that screwed up. Which one's which? I don't understand any of that business. So you tried to get on the big rocket on 39 and caused it to be discontinued last night. Is that what you're saying? Everybody's saying hello back and forth. Hit the thumbs up, Sonny says. I agree. Smash that thumbs up button. Fiona is done, she says. Have to block it. Another call coming in. Boy, well, I'll be glad when these insurance people go the hell away. Fiona is done, Emily says. Katie says, popping in to say hi before I'm on the road. Gretchen says, hi, Katie. Post some quick pics this afternoon aboard your cruise and bon voyage. Katie says, I'm waiting on Angela to get in my car. She probably has 14 suitcases just for a short cruise. Angela of the 97 outfits she'll be wearing in the next 4 days. There's Steve out in Kentucky. Good morning, Steve. Yes, Penny made it back yesterday with a bath and fresh scent. I asked if any workers were eating. Yeah, that's unfair. She apparently did well and was very excited to see me. Good for Penny. I missed seeing Penny, so I will catch up with her another time. We bought 2 cans of jelly cranberry sauce. I like it too. See there, Hot Air Tom? We do agree on something. Just don't put horseradish on it. What he does to a piece of a good piece of prime rib, I know is illegal. Oh my goodness. And I like horseradish, but not the way that man eats it. Mercy. We ordered a turkey breast meal from Publix to be picked up Wednesday at 4. I think she just got I'm sure she's doing a turkey breast, not a whole turkey. For the 4 of us, and one of the 4 eats nothing. Yeah. Turkey breast is certainly enough. There's Steve says, I'm smoking a pork ground roast for Thanksgiving. Well, that's cool. I've smoked pork roast before. I don't remember doing it for Thanksgiving, though. Sorry about that. Angela's staying on the next cruise. Oh, that's nice. Safe travels and have a great cruise. All right, guys. That's going to wrap me up for today. As always, thanks for being here. Please, as Sonny said, smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, please take this as my invitation to do so. And as far as that goes, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same channel. I won't be here on Thursday. Next week will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So just letting everybody know that ahead of time. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for today. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. And hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Like a bunch of us have recently, and a bunch of us are in the future. You guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.